Crestwood High. Crestwood High was an old school, standing for over a century. Its towering stone structure and creaky wooden floors whispered tales of its storied past. Students often spoke in hushed tones about the ghost that supposedly haunted its hallways, but few took the story seriously. One rainy autumn evening, the school hosted a Halloween dance. The gymnasium was decorated with fake cobwebs and plastic skeletons, and the air was filled with laughter and music. Among the attendees was a group of friends, Lily, Mark, Jenna, and Chris. They had heard the ghost stories but were more interested in having fun than in ghost hunting. As the night wore on, the power suddenly went out. The gym was plunged into darkness, and the music stopped abruptly, replaced by the sound of nervous whispers and footsteps. "Looks like the power's out," Mark said, pulling out his phone to use as a flashlight. "Let's go check the fuse box," Chris suggested. "It's probably just a blown fuse." The group made their way through the dark hallways, their phone flashlights casting long, eerie shadows on the walls. As they approached the basement stairs, they heard a faint, chilling whisper. Jenna shivered and grabbed Lily's arm. "Did you hear that?" Jenna asked, her voice trembling. "It's probably just the wind," Lily reassured her, though she didn't believe it herself. They descended into the basement, the air growing colder with each step. The basement was cluttered with old furniture and forgotten school supplies, covered in dust and cobwebs. Mark led the way to the fuse box, but as he reached for it, the lights flickered back on by themselves. "See? Nothing to worry about," Chris said, trying to sound confident. Just as they were about to leave, they heard a loud bang from deeper within the basement. The friends froze, their eyes wide with fear. "Maybe we should check that out," Mark suggested, though he didn't sound convinced. They cautiously moved towards the source of the noise, their hearts pounding. As they turned a corner, they saw an old, rusty locker standing ajar. Inside was a dusty old book, its cover faded and worn. Lily picked it up, feeling a strange compulsion to open it. The book contained a diary written by a student named Emily, who had attended Crestwood High many years ago. The final entry was dated October 31st, 1920. It described how Emily had been bullied mercilessly and had taken her own life in the very basement they were standing in. As they read the diary, a cold wind swept through the basement, and the lights flickered again. Suddenly, they saw a shadowy figure at the far end of the room. It was a young girl, her face pale and eyes hollow, staring at them with an expression of deep sadness. "Emily," Lily whispered, her voice barely audible. The figure began to move towards them, her form becoming more defined with each step. The friends backed away slowly, fear gripping their hearts. "We need to get out of here," Chris said urgently, but the basement door slammed shut, trapping them inside. The ghost of Emily raised her hand, pointing at the diary. The friends felt a surge of icy coldness wash over them. Lily, understanding what Emily wanted, spoke softly, "We're sorry for what happened to you, Emily. We didn't know. We promised to tell your story." The ghost paused, her expression softening. The room grew warmer, and the basement door creaked open. The friends didn't waste any time and ran back upstairs, not stopping until they were outside the school. The next day, they shared Emily's story with the entire school. A memorial was set up in her honor, and the bullying that had plagued Crestwood High for so long was finally addressed. The ghost of Emily was never seen again, but the students could feel her presence, watching over them, ensuring that no one else would suffer as she had. The haunting of Crestwood High became a tale of redemption and a reminder of the importance of kindness and understanding.